Hey yo, what's going on, guys? Joey's here from Joey's Garage, and people got a couple messages saying where I'm getting all my parts from and how I am able to even be able to get lawnmowers, where I get them from. And I thought, I don't think I've ever showed you guys this before, but this is my tractor graveyard, as I call it. This is basically my little half acre of land that I have just completely cluttered with my shit. You can see over there, that's most of the tires and push mowers and stuff of that nature. And then here it's lawn mowers and all that. And then just the clutter, I need to clean it some before we get health departments up our ass again. As you can just kind of see, it's just stuff all up through here. Loads and loads and loads of stuff that I've stashed back here. Just loads of stuff. Bikes, wheels, lawnmowers. Just anything like that. With motors and all that. And then anything that I can scrap. Scrap piles. I wonder what in the hell's going on with that? Have to kind of keep it hidden because, you know, health departments, they get all over you about stuff. Especially when you have lawnmowers sitting out with no axles underneath them. And tires full of water laying everywhere. You start getting people getting fussy with you about stuff. But I decided, screw it, I would give you guys probably what's to be probably the next project. It has to be this. I don't know for sure. It's either going to be that or a wheel horse. Same exact model as that. It's a B12, but I have another one in a barn over there being kept kind of nice. This here, I know it's a Husky because it doesn't have any stickers on it, but that's the exact same kind of tractor. It's Husky. That one's hydrostat. This one's gear driven. These are shaft driven tractors. Bad side about them, they do weigh a shitload, but they're built pretty damn good. Nice big USA tractors. These ones have happened just to be sitting around for about 50 years, but I wish I could figure out what year these are. Like you can see here, like these things are just, there's nothing complicated with them. They're all just basic wiring. Not a lot of safety switches. I do see one safety switch down there. Not a lot of safety switches. These things have got gear driven steering, which I like. It's the like I said, the rear end, it's shaft driven. And the thing about this one here is that it's missing the rod running across, but that one over here, which is probably what's going to be used for parts, because I don't want nothing to do with that hydrostat one. Either that, or I could always easily flip all these parts onto that frame if I wanted to use one that looks a bit nicer, but I don't know. They're big giant gear rear ends in these things. I paid 20 bucks for these two and another tractor. It's not the same kind as these, but that's the project I'm working on now that's soon to be introduced either today or tomorrow. But as you can see, like these things are seized motors, and then this one here, this has got a Wisconsin in it, which I really like about it. Got a big Wisconsin, but it is also seized, I think. I don't know. I haven't even tried this one yet. That would be cool if this was. Oh, no way, man. That is not seized. You can see it moves a little bit there. This is an unseized tractor, guys. That is fucking awesome. I didn't know that. That really makes a difference on if I use this motor or not here. Holy shit. I know that the clutch shit on these are pretty much seized, and brakes and all that. I think the brake's unlocked. Right here is everything that I need to know about it. Search that up for yourself. Tell me what year it is. Tell me what year it is. Can't really see the one. Yeah, you can. If I wipe it, you can see it really good. You can see that's my That's that number. Let it focus. Come on. Well, anyway, I'll just tell it to you. It's 107668, and then for this number over here, it is 1256, and then 02. So I don't know. Might be a 76 or a 68 or a 59 or a 56. I'm looking at what these numbers could be giving me here. There's actually quite a few possibilities. I don't know what year it is, but I have hopes to find out. So yeah, messing with those are probably going to be my next project. This one here I think is definitely seized. Either that or just all the idlers and belts and shit are seized, just making it appear as the motor is seized. I'm definitely probably not going to be using that hydro rear end unless it works perfectly and I can just use it to mess around with. Not really mud. That here is, actually this is Mike's Auto Garage tractor. I bought it from him. He has a couple more, but this is one that he just let me take. I don't even remember what I gave him for it, but he just didn't want to fuck with it anymore. And yeah, I got that one pretty damn cheap, and it has a kind of a good motor. It's got that big 17.5, or it's just a 17, but it's got the wrong hood on it, but it doesn't run right. It doesn't idle right, and it's not the carburetor that's doing it, so I don't know what the hell that can mean. This here is a Sears. It's a it's a LT10, and I have had this going before. It runs like hell. It's got like the throttle is all reversed and shit. It's almost like the governor's always pulled no matter what you do, so it's kind of weird. That there's parts. I scrapped that. I was gonna say I had one of those that had a tractor just like that one that had rear steering. You could steer the wheel, and the front wheels would turn and the back wheels would turn. It was cool. This here, tell me what the fuck this thing is. All I have is that it's a 365 geared power, 8 horsepower. On the other side of this, it says electric start, and it says power glide, or power start maybe with 4-speed power glide. On the back of it, it says pickup. I don't know what the hell it is. All I know is that it's kind of cool looking. It's got the truck bed. I was wanting to buy a new steering gear for it, which is all it needs to be, a rolling chassis. But I can't find anything about the damn thing. So please let me know what the hell that is. This here, that's just it's not a parts yet, but it's getting towards being a parts mower. As you can see, I've robbed back wheels, fenders, all the shit off of it. Next thing I'm probably gonna take out this fucking seat, because it's got an okay seat on it. But yeah, there's those tractors. And then we come to this will be a project probably fucking someday, I don't know. I think it's a Suburban, Sears Suburban. Don't know what year, but it ain't a bad tractor for the 20 bucks that I paid for it. So yeah, I've had a Predator on that before, but a bearing went out and I gave up on it. That's a Wheel Horse B12, ain't nothing special about that. Now I'm gonna go over to my other tractors. Be back in a minute. Okay, and now we're in this old raggedy ass barn that's about to fall on you. And under roof here, you find the good Wheel Horse B112 that has the rear end in it and has steering and has a motor. Like, the motor runs, but it's not running right now. I need to put a carb on it. Really all that motor needs. It's got spark and everything. And yeah, like I said, this one's actually got rear end in it. That there's a deck off of a Craftsman. I think it's like an LT1000 or something. I don't know. I was thinking something I could do with it, fuck around with it. I mean, hell, it's a nice little bearing deck. It ain't got any blades, but you can buy blades for like 20 bucks for both the blades. But yeah, here's the other the B12. Thinking about just keeping that stock, but definitely putting some different tires on the back of it. Yeah, I'll be back with you when I get to the rest of the mowers. That's another thing. I'm gonna say this now. I'm kind of riding a bike to my garage right now, but as you build these tractors that have locked rear end and mud tires and all this stuff, mud tires, locked rear ends, pulley swaps, taking governors apart and fucking no governors, you are going to start tearing your yard up if you keep driving through the same spot over and over and over. As an example, this is my front yard. And you can see right out there, that thing's just like a fucking swamp. Like, it's just all standing water. And that is from tractors. Like, I drove through this once and there's ruts through here. Especially on that turn right there where I had to turn to get back through the fence. Then it really gets... And that's just from driving through here maybe 2 or 3 times. And another thing is, if you want cheap lawnmowers, wait till somebody like me decides to take a couple in for scrap. Like, I had some lawnmowers sitting here, like, they fucking... Look at these, look how long I left these things sitting here. I left the thing sitting here till they were, damn, half foot down into the ground. And how far those damn things were down into the ground. I left them sitting there for that long, and then I took them in for scrap and scrapped them for scrap price. So, yeah, check if you see somebody's yard with a tractor sunk 4 inches down into the ground, make them an offer on it, because they'll sell it to you. Look right here, that's my fucking Sniper. I got that thing for 40 bucks. Mows, drives, everything. I mean, you just gotta look for shit. And if you look for shit, you will find shit. It's just as simple as that. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting to see the outside of my garage for some weird reason. Here's the outside of my garage. I don't know why you guys really wanted to see that. But, yeah, that's the clutter corner. But, I really don't know why you guys wanted to see the outside of my garage. But, there's the outside of it. Now we're coming in to tractor heaven. I got 4 tractors in this little garage right now. First thing you'll probably recognize is the Murray. It's kind of under the weather right now. I'm probably gonna be working that in the winter. I'll probably just sit out here at the space heater or something. Finish off. The reason being is I have to rig up some starter system. All my bolts on my block stripped out from my starter. So I'm gonna have to rig up maybe a pulley on top and like a big ass like generator motor over here or something like that. Considering this is already doesn't have any wiring harness left in it. This stuff. Here's another Wheel Horse B12 Peerless 3-speed axle. Just chilling here. Third gear burn out of it. So it's just really sitting there. This I got with those 2 tractors I was showing you back there, which is gonna be one of the next projects. This used to be the drive shaft deck drive, and it's a 1-to-190, and I was trying to think of something that I could use that for. And in the video, for some reason, it looks like that one keeps spinning, but it doesn't. Like, you can see, like, there's no play in that thing at all. This is my project that I've been messing with right now. This is drum roll, introducing the, I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. It's almost set up like a 72 Suburban. Is what I noticed. It's got the gears here. It doesn't have high and low range, which is Suburban has high and low range, but it has that exact same drive system running back through the frame, just like a Suburban. And that's what got me to, like, man, I want that. That thing's like almost like a freaking Suburban. It appears that it might have 3rd gear out. I don't know. I have to take the transmission apart and look at it. But it's the side shaft. It's got an 8-horse Briggs on it, but it just needs that valve cleaned up because it has compression. If you cover this up, it'll have compression. So I think it just needs the valve for the intake cleaned up. But I still don't even think I'm going to use this motor because I have a just about fresh 8-horse Briggs chilling out over at my grandpa's on a roto tiller right now that I put on there messing around with. But yeah, like I said, this is the next project. Don't know what I'm gonna call it. All I know is I'm making a hood soon. I'm just gonna make it out of an old metal trash can. And it's been sitting back in the woods for, man, at least 40 years. I mean, I got the steering unlocked, which is harder than hell. And then this rod right here that runs across there, you can see it's locked into place right there from sitting at an angle for so long. And this wheel here is completely off of the ground. Like, I can fit my whole hand underneath that wheel. That's how far it's off the ground. And you can see I can rock the damn thing, all that. But I would really like for you guys to leave, message me, comment me, do something. No, not comment me, message me what you think I should name this. Because I don't have any clue what to name this. Ain't got any clue at all. So, like I said, this will probably be the next freshly running tractor that I'll have going. But yeah, let's look at the rest. Okay, in here we have the pulley swapped LT1000. No, that you might think I'm crazy. That's not what that deck came off of. It just happens to be the same kind of tractor. But yeah, I got the stock 2-inch on the front. I got this made for it that I'll probably gonna have it. I'm gonna re-weld it because I did not realize how shitty of a weld job I did on it. I'm gonna re-weld this, but this is my makeshift 4-inch or 5-inch. It's gonna go up on the motor. And then I got a 5-inch on the back, and a 2-inch on the front. I got moves right now, but if I double that front pulley, that'll mean double speed, which will be freaking amazing. And then here we have this is the mud tractor, the Husky. It's got the man, what are these parslins? Wait, I can't even read it. These are the Carlisles. I think I'm saying it right. Carlisles, something. Carlisles are nice quad tires, so I've been running on this. On the front, these are Carlisles too, but these ones have a name. These ones are Badlands. Got the Badlands on the front, and then these ones don't have names, which is kind of weird. I think they're basically Pathfinders. But yeah, that's the mud tractor. It's not pulley swapped. I got the hydro tranny in it because it's watertight and I like it. I'm gonna at least run that until it burns that hydro tranny out, so I have a reason to take it out. But yeah, there's the. Let me move this back. Oh shit! Thing's heavier than hell. Just broke that the other day, pulling those two back at the back in that graveyard. There's that one at the Wisconsin and that other one that I'm going to be doing next. I was pulling those out of the ground where they were 8 inches down into the ground, and I gave it a nice big yank and broke my trailer hitch. So I'm probably just going to take 2 flat washers and cushion them up against this and weld them on there. That way I can haul shit again with it. Either that or I'm going to cut this. I'm going to take this big thick one off that John Deere back there that's like 1/2 inch thick. I'm going to weld that big old thing on there and then reinforce it onto the side of the frame and make it where I can pull around flatbeds and stuff with it without bending my trailer hitch and shit around. This one here has adjustment soon to be made. I don't like. This is a Husky. The MTD made this exact same design. I don't like their steering designs at frickin' all. They get rained in once and then they're hard, or they get water on them. You can see how much play and shit's down in that. And it's freaking ridiculous to drive and shit bend. So I'm thinking about taking. So snowblowers have this rod that comes up and it goes into this gearbox. It's called an auger drive box. And it's the box where the shaft comes up and then has the 2 shafts at the side to run those run rotors. Well, I'm thinking about taking one of those mounting it to my steering and getting a nice 1/2 inch thick solid piece of steel, and then even taking that off and having my dad, who's got all the tools that you could ever want for at work, and making me a 1/2 inch thick one. And same with this little puny thing here, this little freaking 3/8 inch thick piece of junk down there. I'd put a 1/2 inch thick on it. 1/2 inch thick that arm, I would definitely reinforce that so shit wouldn't bend around. Like this here would no longer be, like it would be just solid as you could ever want the freaking thing to be. I'm also probably more than likely going to do something with all this room that is left around this engine inside here. Either like a freaking toolkit or something. I gotta do something with it. Can't just leave it empty. Bad thing about this thing kind of hogs gas. I don't know why, considering it's not even a pulley swap. But it does have a nice big 17.5 horsepower motor up in the front of it. And this thing, like when it's running, like you can hear that thing sucking air down into that carb. That's freaking ridiculous sounding. This one here, this one's not as big. It's just a 16.5 horsepower Briggs OHV. Not a fan of Briggs OHVs. Every one I've ever freaking had is knocks like hell. But yep, got shit laying everywhere. After that, I'm trying to make a vertical shaft out of horizontal. So yeah, that's really it. Basically showed you everything now. Now you guys ain't got, well, you still got questions, but you ain't got questions of where I get motors from. Like I got that for free. Boom, went back, asked Guy about it, he gave it to me. I got that for 10 bucks. I mean, you guys gotta look around. That's all I have to say. Just look around, you'll find lawnmowers, you'll find go-karts, you'll find all that. That trailer there, that was a free trailer. It's a nice lawnmower trailer, it's Craftsman. I got a weld a piece back onto it. The dump piece that goes right there. Right down there. That dump piece, yeah. That needs to be re-welded. That's all that's wrong with that. Well, that's all I have to say. And I am still frequently making videos and putting them up. Some of them, for some awkward reason, doesn't publish. Like it'll say that it's done on my screen, but then it takes 2 extra days and shit like that for it to pop up on yours. It's just because country internet sucks. Gotta put it like that. When you're out in the country, not just fell, when you're out in the country, your internet is not good. And there's massive delays and shit. Like this video here is probably gonna take me an hour and a half to upload, 2 hours or more. And all I gotta do is combine 2 videos. The camera has the option to pause. So I might do a little bit of clipping since I gotta put it in the video editor anyway. But yeah. Just let me know if you got any questions. That's it, guys. Peace out.